What is up, everybody? It's okay 10. So I wanted to make this video talking about something I feel really adamant about. Something I have a pretty strong stance against. It's to do with parenting. You know how a lot of parents they're neglectful of their kids, yet for some reason a lot of social media outlets they always don't put the blame on the parents. They're always like for the parents for some reason. It's so weird to me. And I know a lot of people are also for the parents as well. Not a lot of people are against them. And the people that are against them, they get called out for being against the parents, which is just dumb, stupid. Because there's a lot of situations where parents are the one at fault for their kids being in danger. Yet for some reason, social media outlets would paint them as like the heroes of the situation. They say that they're not the ones that were meant to take care of their kids. It's supposed to be the place that they were at. You know, it was supposed to be social media that was supposed to take care of their kids, not the parents. What, the parents are saints and shit like that. It's so stupid. It's really dumb. It gets my nipples hard, and I just want to start rubbing them and really talk about this. It's really annoying. And there are two examples I had prepared to talk about that I was reading up on right before I started making this video. So the Harambe incident, Harambe, I don't know, yeah. If many of you probably remember the Harambe incident, and I was reading a Wikipedia page, and we all know, oh, it's Wikipedia, it must be trustworthy. Oh, it's Wikipedia, and I don't know. I just read some information on it. I don't know where I get most of my information from, like accurate information. I just get it from Wikipedia, which is probably the least accurate thing. But it's just, yeah, I got my information from Wikipedia. I hope that doesn't make you uh, not believe in my whatever I think, whatever my words are. Anyways, so while I was reading up on it, I was just thinking, why are they like completely avoiding talking about the parents? They didn't mention once that the parents themselves were at fault for Harambe. In fact, I don't even think they brought up the parents. It's so weird. It's like they said that this kid just fell into the gorilla enclosure, right? Which, yeah, the kid did, but are you just gonna completely gloss over the fact that the parents were supposed to be watching over the kids? Their kid, actually. It was just one kid. They just completely glossed over that fact, which is just weird. It's dumb. The parents stopped watching. So here's the situation, right? Um, there is this railing. It is pretty tall. It's like what, 4 feet tall? I probably got the information wrong. It was tall enough where a child, a 3-year-old child at least, shouldn't be able to just like jump over it or anything like that, like Mario, you know, the Yahoo. No, the kid shouldn't be able to jump over it. The kid actually has to take time to climb over it. Meaning there was some time where the kid was just climbing over the railing, and first off, not a single parent, adult, or literally anyone did anything about it, which is kind of dumb. That's on everybody, not just the parent, but more so on the parents, because you know the parents are supposed to be watching over their kids, so it's kind of weird that they aren't. Anyways, so there was a set amount of time where the parents weren't watching their kid while the kid was climbing over the railing, and the kid walked across like this field and it fell into an enclosure, which is great, I guess. Amazing stuff. You know, the parents are definitely not at fault here. You know, they definitely should have been looking away from their kid. No, that's wrong. That's false. That's stupid. The parents should have been watching over their kid. Why were they not watching over their kid? It's dumb for the parent not to do that. And like I said, why do like news outlets and social media claim that the parents aren't at fault here when they clearly are? This is clearly the parents' fault for not watching their kid when they should be watching their kid. It's the parents' job. And I hate this whole pretense of like how um of how parents are just human beings and they can make mistakes too. You're right. You do have a point there. Parents are human beings and they can make mistakes. But I'd argue that if you're gonna be a parent, if you made the choice to be a parent, you're gonna have to expect to give up some of your life to the kid. Like not your whole life, obviously. You still gotta live a life of your own, but you still have to give up a part of you for the kid. As a parent, you have to see it as this: the kid's happiness is your happiness, and if you can't see it like that, then you're not being a parent. You're just being an asshole. You're just being a shithead. You're like The kid is your life now. You made that decision. Yes, there are definitely situations out there where the parent didn't make the decision to be a parent. That's possible. That happens. Yes, understandable. You still kept the kid though, and if you're gonna keep the kid, I'd say you still have to do that. You still have to expect. You're expected to actually be a parent to the kid. So I don't know. It's a lot of stupid shit. It's dumb. Like I don't know what kind of point I'm trying to make here. Just stupid shit, I guess. Oh well, whatever. Let's get back to everything. I'm getting a little off topic, anyways. So with Harambe, I was reading up on the Wikipedia page, and I saw this nice little statement. It said that Trump said something about this, and I really liked what he wrote. I was reading it with Trump's voice in my head, which is wonderful. I loved it. He said something about how, like, he was intrigued on how this 500-pound gorilla is dragging around this child, but with like a flick of the finger, you have to make a quick decision, and the decision the zoo made, was correct. That's what he said. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree or agree with what he said. I just like the part where he said, it's intriguing that a 500-pound gorilla was dragging a little kid around. What was intriguing about that? I mean, I guess it's a little intriguing, but I don't know what got Donald Trump excited and hard and bona fide. Just seeing the child being dragged around, I guess he got like a huge hard-on from that. I have no fucking clue. Anyways, that's something else. I just found that one to be funny. That's all. The second story is one. I forgot what the zoo was called, but it's an enclosure that had like 11 of these dogs. Obviously not like actual dogs, more like some wild dogs or some shit. No, not wild dogs. Actually, I think they were wild. Never mind. So there is this railing to keep the kids from falling, to keep anyone from falling, really, right? And here's what the mom did. The mom picked up her 2-year-old son over the railing so they can get a better view of the dogs. And there are signs that tell parents not to do this. Actually, anyone, not just parents in general. And for some reason, this mom still decides to do it. Why? That makes no sense to me. You were told not to do that. Not only that, there are signs up telling you not to do that. Not only that, you were told that the dogs themselves are dangerous. It's not like they told you that the dogs are friendly, that you should go into the enclosure and shake hands with the dogs, you know, give them a quick hand job or some shit. You weren't told that these dogs were friendly. You were told that they were dangerous, aggressive dogs. That is child neglection. You neglected the safety of your child. And I get the point, like, you know, the child said that they wanted this thing, but wanted to get a closer view of it. Well, I have a better solution. How about just take a picture of the dogs and just zoom it in and just let the child see the dogs like that? Yes, it won't be the same thing. Or actually, no, video record it. Zoom in and video record the dogs and show it to the child that wants a closer view of the dogs. That would work so much better than just putting the child over the place you shouldn't be putting them on. And then the kid fell, obviously. And unfortunately, the zoo couldn't do anything about it. So, because there are 11 dogs and they're aggressive. It's not like they're going to leave the kid there for safety. It's not like they were going to go like, oh, look, a 2-year-old child fell into our enclosure. Let's adopt him, like Tarzan. No, that's not going to happen. They obviously mauled down the 2-year-old kid, which is heartbreaking to read, but stuff happens. Shit like this happens, which is shit. And I do feel bad for the family members, obviously, because, like, they lost their 2-year-old kid. But just because I feel bad for them doesn't mean that, you know, the mom should not be at fault here. The mom is definitely at fault here. She neglected her child's safety and got the kids killed. And for some reason, you know, people are still defending her, like, saying that she's not in the wrong for this. And, okay, I will agree, what she did afterwards is pretty notable, which I do have to mention, where she did try to go into the enclosure, despite people telling her not to, and holding her back to save the kid, which, yeah, okay, that's signs of a good mom there, so she clearly wasn't a bad mom. Still, though, just because she did something like that, doesn't mean anything, because she still neglected her child's safety, which is dumb. You were told not to do this thing, and you still did it anyways. You were told to do a thing that kept your child safe, and you still did that thing. Which is shit. Yes, accidents happen, but this is an accident that could have been avoided. And to put blame on the zoo feels so wrong to me. Why would you put blame on the zoo? You should try to sue the zoo over this. How is it the zoo's fault? They specifically told you not to do the thing. You did it anyways. That's on you. That's a mistake. You're just gonna have to live with it. And I'm pretty sure she lives with it all day long, or every day of her life, which sucks ass. But still, to sue the zoo over this is dumb. Just accept that you made the mistake and just live with it. And I know it's not really, it doesn't feel nice to say that, but genuinely, if you're trying to sue the zoo over it, I just don't agree with that notion. The zoo is not responsible for taking care of your kid. It's that whole mindset that people have where like other people are responsible for your kid, not you as a parent. You as a parent, you're the one responsible for your kid, not anybody else, not social media, not the zoo, not any place you go to. No one else is responsible for your own kid except you, unless if you actually put the responsibility on that person or on that thing, on that entity. Okay, then I guess the responsibility can be put on them, but you didn't do that. No, I guess paying for the zoo means you did, kind of, in a way, but again, it's still your kid. You're supposed to be watching over your own kid. You have to be watching over your own kid, at least. If you're not doing that, then you're just not. I mean, she's not a terrible mom. This situation, though, is definitely terrible. You know, you can still be a good person, a good mom, but still do terrible things. Like, I don't know. It's a lot of stupid stuff that I'm talking about. I don't even know why I bothered. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, it's just parent neglection, and social media always treating it as if like the parents aren't at fault. And that's really all I wanted to talk about, and honestly, that's really all I have now. If you want to read up these articles yourself, you can. Don't take my word for it, you know, on what I'm saying. Read it up yourself if you want. If you want to form your own opinions on things. And honestly, I always say this, but you really don't have to take my side on these things. If you agree with me, you agree with me. If you don't, you don't. It's as simple as that. If you want to argue about it, go ahead. I'm down to hear some arguments that people might have. I'm open to arguments. I don't want to be like, you know, stuck in this echo chamber where I'm just listening to my own thoughts constantly. Like, oh, you're right. I'll suck your dick for you. I'll fucking jerk you off. I'll finger your butthole because you're so right. I don't want to do that, obviously. I want to hear other people's opinions on these things, of course. And I'll argue about it, too. Like, I saw someone that pretty much had the same point of view as me on how it's the parents' fault. But then they completely... Like, there's still a part that I didn't agree where they said that how the mom didn't even try to save the kid, and if they were in that situation, they would have tried to save the kid. Well, first off, you're completely wrong about the part where the mother didn't try to save the kid. She did. She actually did. The visitors just stopped her. That's it. So I don't know where she got that, where they got that information from. And also the second part of like how you would have tried to save the kid if you're in that situation. You can say that, but you never know. You weren't in that situation. We say we will do these things constantly, but if you were actually put in that situation, you don't know what you would do. I'm not saying that you wouldn't. I'm just saying that you wouldn't actually know if you would or not. You can just say it if you want to. I could say it right here, right now. If I was in a situation where I have to fight against 5 ninjas and 10 samurais, I would beat their asses easily. You know, I do this. I'd sweep their leg. I'd fucking punch them in the nutsack or, you know, stuff like that. But if I ever got put in that situation, who knows what I'd do? Maybe I'd fucking strip naked and rub my nipples and jerk off at the same time to scare them away. You never know what you'd actually do in that situation. You can say all you want, but if you've never been put in that situation, you can't, like, say for certain that you would actually do that thing that you said you'd do. Anyways, I think I've rambled on long enough about this. If you found this video interesting, well, that's cool. If I got someone interested in something stupid, then that's pretty cool. Anyways, I think it's time to end this video. Alright. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.